I have a
Lovely.
recording of 8 minutes from before, so that's something.
That's delightful. Okay, hello people watching this. More like MJ. This is Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where everybody bounces. And then they come back, and then they bounce again. Luke is gonna be here for a little bit, but we continue where we left off. So, some music.
Indeed.
Are you about to open up? Are you about to open up the contract?
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, let me find the correct part. 258. Okay. All right. Tell me exactly what you do.
Well,
Exactly.
I have the feeling about this one specific scroll or whatever it is, so I'll just take it and like open it if I can. Hopefully it doesn't explode in my face.
You can pull the string from the wax seal and,
Okay.
And it explodes in your
tear
face.
it apart.
Okay, sure.
Lovely. You see that this is, as a matter of fact, a contract. And you see once again the spidery handwriting of Endelyn Moongrave. This contract is written in Elvish.
Okay, I can read it, talk it.
Are you gonna read it out loud?
No. God forbid the fucking shame of this, whatever this guy did. But I don't, like, do we have to keep it from the players? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
All right. As you open this contract up, you see it looks, the parchment looks very old. Is my music not playing?
No, it's not.
It's not. There we go. The contract begins and it reads as follows. Let it be known that on this night, therein, fate took a breath and pause. And you read the contract. The undersigned Arundel. Is it Arundel?
Feanor.
Feanor? I am stupid.
Is it?
Feanor,
Yeah.
Feanor Arundel shall pledge upon Endelyn Moongrave the firstborn child of each generation of his bloodline to be delivered upon their birth, in honor of the legacy now gifted upon them. In return, Endelyn Moongrave bestows upon the Arundel line the great and enduring power, one that shall awaken in each child like a flame kissed by starlight. And their names, from then onwards, shall be known, and their gifts shall be grand, and their lineage shall never fade into silence. This gift, once bestowed, is bound by obedience. And you see that the word obedience is underlined. Should any heir fail to deliver the promised child, the flame shall gutter, and the line shall tremble beneath the weight of what it could have been. The firstborns thus given shall be kept in eternal safekeeping by Endelyn Moongrave, enshrined as monuments of love, art, and legacy. No harm shall come to them beyond that which time forgets. This contract is everlasting, and it may not be broken, burned, bargained, or buried, as long as both shall live. Let those who sign beneath No. And essentially, you see that the name of Endelin and the name of Feanor are written underneath, and they have both signed this contract.
Okay.
In blood.
Would you grace me with sending me this text, or I did write down most of
I
it?
kind
don't know.
of mildly winged it a bit with
Alright.
some inspiration I had from before.
I
but-
wrote down pretty much all of it. I can still look at the recording. Alright, sure.
True.
I think I did write down almost all of it. Okay. Guys, up for killing the hag, maybe? Just asking.
Yeah.
As with my friend.
Hang on, isn't the requirement for both of them to be alive?
Dead.
Isn't your ancestor like long dead?
Dead. Both of them to be dead.
It specifically says, as long as both shall live. It cannot be broken, burned, or bargained, or buried. Though the hag has offered for you to bargain your contract, which probably means that this specific clause does not no longer apply because
Somebody's
they do
dead.
not both live anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't burn it.
So, because this one of them is dead, that is not valid. So it can't be destroyed, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Well.
technically speaking, yes.
Okay.
You also see that there are dates on the contract, and in the book there are some occasional dates. You could maybe try to flip through it and try to find the clause, but I would need you to do like an investigation check to try to figure it out inside the journal.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's
See
essentially reading the contract has assisting you a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Just see what the hell happened. Okay, investigation, you said. Okay, that's promising. Let me see. +1, 15.
15 is the DC, yes. Perfect.
Oh.
You flip a lot of pages, and about in the middle section of the journal, you find a few entries that are made a few days prior. That, to your understanding, sometimes Endelin writes in a really nice fashion, and then sometimes she just goes all ham on the paper. But in this instance, she had written a date that was close enough. And you do find an entry, and that one begins with a title. And the title reads, "He thought he could trick me." And it looks quite interesting to you. Do you choose to read the journal entry?
I will try.
Almost as if you can hear it in the hag's voice in your head. "That's beautiful. Hollow fool. Feanor. With his lilac tongue and lashes like whispers. He thought himself a playwright, staging tragedy so sweet. It might even fool the Sisters 3. But I saw through it. I saw him. He came to me weak, not in body, but in spirit. Born of a family gilded in spellcast, but his blood ran thin. He begged for strength. He called it destiny and justice. And truth be told, I tasted what it truly was. Jealousy, pure and bitter, like a fruit picked too soon. He saw magic in his skin, and he felt smaller, like a candle before the moon. He wrapped his envy in poetry and offered me a part in his pathetic little play. He wanted to use me, as a ladder to rise above those who looked down on him. And he thought my affections were blind. He thought that the hag would kneel for a kiss. Instead, I gave him a deal, golden, gilded, drenched in glory, and poisoned. I told him his family would never know weakness again. And that was no lie. I simply did not mention that their strength would be stolen, ripened, then frozen in wax, and breathed in silence. That every flame would be lit just long enough for me to snuff it into my collection. My audience, my cast of stars. And him? He would be remembered as the fool who wrote his own fate. And theirs. Oh, how eagerly he signed. I watched his quill scratch out a curse upon his own house, thinking it a crown. He never even read the contract. He never even asked what I would do with the children.
Jesus.
That's the thing with selfish men. They only care that the mirror shows them taller than yesterday. They say I have no heart, but I did have one once. Feiner made sure it never beat the same again. So I took his family, I turned them into masks. Let him watch from wherever he's gone, as they scream without mouths and shine without will. And let him rot in legacy. That is the entry you find in the journal.
I am
Mind blown.
I am the mind blown emoji with the smoke and all that.
Damn, she got no chill.
That was so cool. But yeah, no fucking chill.
Fucking hell.
So he really broke her heart. Whatever fucking micro heart she had.
To your understanding, she had affections for him, and he tried to use her, but she saw through it.
Yeah.
And she, frankly speaking, saw what a small, puny, and frankly speaking, yet jealous and bitter man he was. And she did not wish to stand for it, and she did what every hag does. She made a deal.
Holy shit, man. Okay.
She did not wish to stand for it, and so she didn't.
Well,
So
great
yeah,
writing.
now Idina knows essentially what has happened, at least from the hag's perspective, because frankly speaking, Feiner in his writings, he never mentioned any such things at all. He seemed like a cool guy when you were reading his journals and meeting a hag and how she helped him, and never once did he badmouth her in his journals. Almost like if he was certain that down the line someone would pick them and read about how great and awesome he was.
Yeah. God, that's cringe. Imagine believing the hag side of the story. How bad does this guy have to be? Alright.
Jealousy, envy, feeling less than can turn you into a really terrible person.
That's
And
true.
it appears that this is what has happened with Feanor. His family
Bet you
most
he had a
likely
small dick too.
treated him so badly that he became it. He became bad.
Really, really bad. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was really good writing, Ray. Thanks for that. I enjoyed it. Alright.
I might have had some assist because I had no time, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good,
still.
that's good. Well, Adita's obviously gonna look like distressed and like, I don't know what fucking
shaking while holding the
disgusted.
journal, like,
Yeah, being like, okay. I mean, okay, and then
So that should happen. What the hell?
I do want to keep both of these things if I can.
You
The
can?
contract and the diary.
You can?
Steal from the hag?
Are you gonna just tear it apart in front of her face?
No. I will strategically try to do something about this. And yeah.
I think that maybe it's something I did not add in the text, but maybe I would think that maybe Edelyn would have written that if he wasn't so manipulative towards her, essentially, that she might have been willing to actually help him. Because she had, like, she cared for him. But because of how he was, she decided that he is not worth it at all.
Yeah, he's not fucking worth it at all.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That is something that she might have also written in there, that she was willing to actually offer help. And hags almost never, if not never, offer help. They're really selfish creatures.
Yeah.
They always want to make a deal. And not only did she make a deal with him, she made a horrendous deal that is like punishing future generations. And she keeps people as like prized possessions as part of her revenge towards that guy.
Yeah, that's crazy actually. Like he's long dead and just to have
She
a
still
brain,
has a, yeah,
to have a brain to
she
even
still holds
think
a
up
grudge.
to
Yeah.
think up such a deal. That's also crazy. Holy shit.
So, what have we learned, kids? Hell has no fucking fury. Like a woman scorned. Jesus Christ.
Don't take advantage of the feelings of hags.
Yeah. If you find out a hag has feelings, record it, give it to historians, and then fuck off. Because that is even like a surprising thing to find out anyway.
Yeah.
That she
Get
has
the fuck out of
feelings.
Dodge.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
By the way, you might also remember from Feanor's journals that back in the day, Endelyn did not look like a skeleton, as mentioned, but she probably looked like a person, like a normal person.
Yeah, isn't she the youngest one? Or the oldest one? I think she's
The
the
oldest.
youngest.
I think she's the oldest one.
The oldest, yeah.
Oldest? Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I will not be disclosing much of this currently to people. Just, well, who was next to me? Kaylin. Just, like, look at her, close the diary, put the things in my backpack, and then...
Oh, actually, yeah, Endelyn Moongrave is the youngest. You're true. You're
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
It also makes sense with the
is the
thematics.
youngest.
She is
Yeah.
the hag of the future,
yeah.
so she would be the youngest because future is the youngest time.
Middle sister is Bavlorna, and the oldest sister is Skabatha. But yeah, I think that it makes much more sense because it's also like she was like the youngest of the hags, the less experienced one, and someone tried to take advantage of her. It might have also had to do that, like her sisters might have assisted in helping their younger sister, because this is about like bitter revenge about somebody trying to essentially manipulate a young girl just because she wielded a lot of power.
Yeah, I mean, it's very personal. And often the hags make shit personal for the person that they're dealing with, but it's nothing personal to them. This was extremely personal for
this
her.
was personal, and it was something that most likely hurt her when she realized. So if hags make terrible deals and cut people's wings off and they take their hearts away on a regular basis, imagine how fucked up this must have been for Endelyn to make this. Like, and that is why it's also exceptionally complicated. And it's not just as simple as gaining a contract and removing it, like it was with Gwen's brother, or freeing the sister and also finding her contract with Bavlorna. And what had happened with what's her name?
What, Eleanor?
No. Chris's Bard character.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Lorelai.
Lorelai, yeah. Like in those instances, okay, bye.
Bye.
In those instances, the hags had taken things away from people, but it was like a really easy and, to an extent, palpable story, with some slave trading sprinkled there with Isolde, and also Isolde has another entire situation behind her. But
also a thing. It's just like a situation of, sorry, sweetie, nothing personal, and then this being like, I fucking hate you.
Sorry, sweetie, very personal. Yeah, exactly. So not only now do you have to make a decision about what happens to the family, you also have the masks downstairs, which are people that are legitimately innocent. And you don't know if you free them, if they will be against you or with you, or if they have been raised in a way to hate the family, or if they haven't, or there is a lot of moral query to go about with this.
Yeah. Man,
there is a lot of things. Yeah.
Well, okay, let's see what happens with the hag. A lot of things are hanging about with the question whether the hag dies or not, because we still have the Gleam and Glister situation. And if
in this instance, I am going to say something. Phelan, you have had dealings with a hag before.
Yes.
I want you to roll me a really important, and I'm saying it's really important, wisdom check, straight wisdom.
All right.
And I will give you advantage on this because you are, I think, much more familiar with hags than anyone else here. And the DC is rather high, but it will give you some really crucial information. So, this is an important roll, and I wish you the best of luck.
Wisdom, you say?
Wisdom, yes.
Thank God for advantage. 20. Natural 20.
Actually?
Actually.
Okay.
God damn, son. All right. We rocking.
That's really cool. I don't know if it was recently discussed, but it would probably come up if somebody was like, oh, we need to figure out what to do with the hag, which is where it somewhat, in a way, hits you. Hags are really powerful beings that make deals, get shit out of them. But generally speaking, when individually dealing with a hag, it is not that rough. Obviously, there are hags that are more powerful than others, like night hags, But there's also like less powerful hags and far less powerful hags. These hags that you're dealing here are, I would say, like a moderate difficulty or power creatures. Though one thing you have definitely heard or come upon is that covens are an entirely different story altogether. For when hags are together, they become far more powerful than they are on their own.
All right.
Meaning that if the hags realized what you guys are about to do, freeing Zubil now, obviously ruining the entire situation for them, and they gathered together to fight you as a coven, it could have... It might have terrible consequences for you as a group. For fighting one hag on their own is not that hard, but when they're together, not only do they have access to one another's power, but they also have access to more and more powerful spells that they can individually cast. Specifically if they are in close proximity of one another.
Okay.
All right.
So it's like very one-sided, but if we take one out, we like almost half their fucking power.
You do not have it. If one of the members of the coven is killed, the coven ceases to exist altogether.
Oh, so we just...
And they
never
are
take
then
out-
fighting as individuals. Yeah.
Oh, we take out so much of their strength just killing one of them.
Yeah, because if you kill one of them, the coven is essentially dissolved and obsolete. It does not exist anymore.
Okay, we have to deal with this. We have such a good opportunity to deal with this one because of the sisters.
Yeah, exactly, because they are split.
And because, yeah, the other ones are not here, and we have the moon and the sun thingy, and... Yeah...
Also, this particularly is the one that, how can I say? She literally cannot die under any circumstances. She has to die to actually die under specific circumstances. Very specific circumstances.
And the fact we know
Like-
how it is very, very, very useful.
Yeah. Yeah, it is also the fact, though, that the killing blow must be specifically dealt the moment an eclipse is present.
So it's we have a once in a blue moon kind of chance here, and if we don't grab it, we might just come to regret it like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be able to kill her in the future in the Palace of Heart's Desire, but unless you have the eclipse aspect present there, she will just respawn.
Ah, it won't stick.
She's like a lich, but instead of having a, what is it called?
A Horcrux, yes.
Phylactery?
Sorry, what, Toby?
Phylactery.
Yeah, instead of
stone
having thank you,
repository.
instead of having a phylactery, she has a specific event connected to her death.
Specific thing that needs to happen before she can properly die.
That's
Yes.
fucked up, man.
It's difficult.
But like there
The
was
hacks
also
were
mention-
supposed to get more difficult as you progress.
There was
But
mention...
what level are you guys?
7?
7. Yeah.
7, I believe.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you guys are golden.
There was mention of maybe the eclipse that was foreseen is a metaphorical one in a sense of you like the daylight spell and then you have like a moon prop covering it or something like that. There was mention
Could
of
be
that, but we don't know.
It could be that, it could be the sisters, it could literally be anything as
Yeah.
long as it is in some way, shape, or form an eclipse, yeah.
All right.
too.
The thinking cabin.
Oh, Lord. Is it an option to say destination the fuck out of here?
No. We seem to
Damn
be
it.
forced to deal with the hag. If
Yeah.
we don't all want to fucking die in the palace.
Deal with Hag.
Yeah,
And then
that's
Palace.
send me something.
So what if we do choose to wait? I don't know. Now I'm thinking about Skilla again and the whole staff situation that's could aid us, but that doesn't matter because we don't need power. We need an eclipse. So
Oh, I have an idea. We
Okay.
still have the eye,
yeah.
and we know in which room she is. We know exactly where she is. We know that she's most likely to be alone. There's at least 3 floors between her and, her second in command in this place, Scylla.
Yeah.
Which means that if we can force a confrontation here, when granted she is in the seat of her power, but so are the others, this is likely the best chance that we're going to get if we ambush her at an event not of her choosing. We definitely do not want to do this, what was that called, with an audience, because we can just assume that anybody that gets reinforcements, if anybody gets reinforcements, it's going to be in favor of her. So I would argue that we try and go for a ambush here. I feel like it is the one best chance that we have, likely.
By the way, I was just thinking about something and I was like, what if? And I said in my head, I will roll for it. And if it is like an exceptionally good roll, so like 18 and above, it's going to happen.
The door opens and she comes in like, hello, dearies.
Do you see
a
this
20.
natural 20?
Oh my god. Okay.
I know maybe you can't, but
So it's an exceptionally good roll, I guess.
well, it's a natural 20, so yeah, it is.
The best one there is.
So
who
you
did
shall
roll
find
for?
out. I have
no.
not told you. It's like behind the DM screen rolls for deciding stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was afraid of. Okay, that's lovely. Yay, how lovely. Woo.
But yeah, the ambush plan is good. There's just one slight issue. We don't have the sisters with us.
No, but we know where both are.
Yes.
Which means that we can work on getting this plan set in motion.
Yes.
Hmm.
But getting
Which
one
I
of
would
the
argue
sisters is also
like
down
a
in
good
the
thing.
main theater with the second or the what?
Yeah.
right-hand guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like essentially in charge of the theater aspect. Skilla is, frankly speaking, the second in command, if anything.
Yeah.
I think that we have a chance here, and we should probably grab it.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan?
Mm,
Then there was silence. Got it.
yeah.
Lord. I think that the best shot that we have is to send, as much as I don't want to say this, probably our best chance is splitting the party, and send some of us down to get the moon, and some of us to get the sun, and then meet back up here again. And do so in short order. As far as I can remember, there was a performance due in a bit, which means that people will expect her, the old one, to be at a certain place at a certain point. It would likely be for the best if we were not here at that point. So we have a timeline. We have a deadline.
Okay, so you guys have decided to essentially just kind of like move and grab Gleam and Glister and get them together.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do
basically.
need
Yeah.
them. Yeah, we need them. Yeah, we have to.
All right, works for me.
Okay, who does which does?
Who does which?
We can say that the girls that are not here can go do that.
Ah,
So Eleanor can go get, I think more easily the girl that's in the cell because she can teleport in. And Kaelin can go get Gleam from the theater.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I just realized that the rest of the room is blacked out.
oh yeah, she changed
Yep.
that.
What does that mean when we
Which
open
means
the door?
that shit is gonna change while we're gone.
I mean, in order to be gone, you need to exit this door and see whatever the fuck is blacked out.
You do not realize that while you're in there, the door is
Yep.
already closed for you.
Yep.
So in this case, you guys have decided that Keelan and Eleanor are going to get Glister and Gleam.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure sounds like it.
Alright. And where are you guys planning on meeting?
I'm personally thinking that we're planning on meeting where Gleam is, or Glister, the sun girl.
Glister.
Either that one. Either that, or we're meeting like over here on tower level 1, like on the stairs, or just on the top of the stairs, equivalent in level 2.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Mostly so that we're out of the way and no, what shall we say, patrolling people. finds
Sorry,
us.
where meet? I didn't have my map was too zoomed in.
Well,
Outside here, no?
I'm thinking, and I'm really just thinking here, y'all can say something if you don't like it, on tower level 1 in the circular staircase, or tower level 2 on top of the circular staircase. We meet
Okay.
there again with Glister and Gleam.
Maybe level 2?
We should also really remember that we have Gleam's shadow down here that we've done nothing with yet.
Yeah.
That we might want to reconnect to Gleam.
Well,
Glister.
I'm thinking
I
once
keep forgetting that.
once Hag has been dealt with, a lot of things will be easier to just finish up. Maybe?
I mean, I hope it will be, but I have no way of ensuring that.
Yeah.
Like, no guarantees, in short. Which is nerve-wracking, slightly.
Oh, we gotta
So,
try.
I mean, of course.
All right. As you guys are saying these things, I think that since you guys decided to just kind of like split and like gather stuff, that the girls will go on their way to find Glister and Gleam. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like yes,
Go.
because otherwise we're just gonna fuck around with our dicks in our hands, and that's... Yeah.
Okay.
Don't really feel like
that's
going
it.
for that
Okay,
today.
fair enough. Now, do we go out to the whatever staircase
I mean,
to meet them?
I'm definitely leaving tower level
totally
2
yeah.
and going to the top of the staircase. Gonna make sure that Edina follows.
Yeah.
Yep. Heading out the door. Open sesame. Unveil your secrets. It's all black on the other side of the door for me, please.
Are you
Yeah.
sure you want to hear what's happening on the other side of the door?
Well, the girls
I'm gonna
just
listen
exited.
Before I open the door. I'm gonna listen before I open the door.
Okay.
As you're about to put your ear against the door,
Oh, hail.
your ear barely even touches the
Oh,
door
hail.
as you hear a loud, exceptionally loud gunshot coming through.
Come on, man.
As do you open the door?
Jesus.
I don't know, man.
Just do it. All right,
I really don't know at this point.
Do it.
I'm doing it. Fuck it.
You open the door?
Yeah.
Stay discussing about what you want.
Oh,
don't
no. Okay.
I'm gonna decapitate some of you. Holy fucking hell.
Hi, Lukey.
No,
How you
shut
been?
the fuck up. We have a rogue and somebody who can turn something very small, and you decided to send the two very much immobile characters.
I might have nudged them a bit into it.
I am cutting off your penises. I don't
Really?
care.
I'll take some responsibility for it because I was like, oh, you can just send the AFK people and then. Yeah, it's
You know,
okay.
Luke's
It's
situation
okay.
is even worse than you might think.
Don't do that to
Don't worry
him!
about it.
It's
Don't
true.
do that to him! Don't do that to him.
True as it might be, that's cruel and unusual.
I think this. We haven't even long rested.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
It's okay. You have 41 out of 44 hit points.
Currently.
Currently.
For the time being, after I'll get one-shotted, but it's okay.
Well, no.
Oh, hopefully not. Don't worry about it.
I think that the chances of you permanently dying are low.
Low?
Low.
I mean, you are not
Permanently dying?
I don't know. The math sometimes.
I mathed, and I think the chances are low.
Under 50%. Under 50%. Yes, that's
It
all
really
right.
depends. It really depends on what Luki does.
Yeah, you do have
It's
a choice.
literally his decision. Yeah, he has a choice.
That's why we were like, I know you would probably do anything in your power to
Yeah.
not get affected or whatever, but like, whatever. I don't. You
Yeah.
make your decisions.
Spoiler.
so-
You
That's
have to
a
make
spoiler.
your own decision. That's why we
What
stopped
decision
playing.
am I making?
Essentially, the hag is casting a spell at you. Not a spell. It's a
Special.
action. It's an action she can
Ability.
take. It's an ability.
Well, if it's not a spell, I cannot counterspell it now, can I?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you cannot counterspell it, but you have another spell that you might choose to use. Because it is a 2-hit thing. She rolls 2 hit. You.
And I have similarly barbs.
Yeah.
Exactly. That. So I know exactly what happens if she does hit you.
But like we ruined it
you-
because now he's gonna
yeah.
want to react in any possible way. But if he didn't
I think
know,
that he would
then...
probably react anyways.
I am
Okay,
I am siding with a hag, and I'm sending you all to hell.
Just
Right,
plane
we'll see
shift
you
us
there.
to safety, thank you.
Safely?
I did nothing wrong to you. I just read a book and then
I think-
people
I
started to die.
I think this was a collaborative fuck up, and I think that I should also take some responsibility because I did nudge them to be like, oh yeah, send these two. But in all honesty, when I did that, I was very unaware about certain things.
Sure you were. You're the DM. What the
No,
fuck?
I actually was. Didn't you see my face when I read it?
Yeah, this
We
was-
have it on video.
Lady, your entire job here is to act. I don't believe you for a second.
No, I actually, do you know, I prepped this like 2 months ago. I don't remember.
Ray,
Yeah.
she wouldn't happen to be pointing a finger at me, would she?
No.
No,
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
it's not a spell. She's
It's not a,
it's not a spell.
disintegration ray, bro.
She's just yeah. She's casting something at you. You don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's not even a fucking spell. What in the
She's
ever-loving
winging.
Look
stars
at it
is
as a
it?
baby legendary action. I don't know.
Maybe it would look something like this if she was casting.
You'll be fine.
I think you'll be fine. Yeah, it's just that we saw large number thing. We panic very much. We were like, we can't decide. People need to be here. We also need MJ here in case she needs to heal you. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But
at
you'll
the
be fine.
right point,
Hopefully.
Ivy doesn't have anything happening to her.
Yeah, Ivy did not. No one cares about Ivy.
Yay! Yay, right?
It's okay.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the chances of Eleanor dying like from lethal damage are low.
Alright, let me put it into ChatGPT.
They're
What
not
the
very
chances
low,
are.
but it's low.
What the chances
It's
are?
under 50%. That's a good thing, right, guys?
Do you want the dice, Leon?
Wait, let me type in. What is this?
Isn't it a shame how I have Vortex Warp and I can just teleport to Dina in front of me to take the hit instead?
Why?
That is
What
lovely.
did
Yeah,
I
you
do
can do
to
that.
you? What did I do? Next to the brain dead druid, I didn't do anything to you.
Well, why are we
Hold
playing
on,
the
you-
druid
I'm
now?
sorry.
Vortex Warp? Why not just Vortex Warp the hag?
What are the odds of the hag, allowing me to do that to her? Low. And teleport
But
her
I'll
where?
tell you-
And teleport her to where?
Don't worry about it. That's privileged information, sir.
I am just severely hoping that Edina will have the brains to message the people downstairs before entering combat.
Can she do that?
Yeah, she
You ready?
can, but
If she
Why didn't we
knows
do that
where
then?
the
Why did we
target is-
send people?
I don't know.
I thought that we
uh,
needed to be able to see them.
Character progression.
We've already killed
Or
two
not
people, one intentionally and one because of stupidity. Like, I'm good. I don't need to kill more for progression.
true.
Okay. Well, I shall take my leave here. Thank you so much for joining me, and we shall see how it goes on the 29th. Take care, and many much love.
Thank you for the session.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for
Bye
today.
bye.
It was amazing. See you.
See you.